Well, I wanted to do a video this afternoon, then I kept thinking, well, I'll wait until after He's a Fearless Peter and Head to Know race. And you know what? I'll wait until after Lifting Legend. Oh, Lily just raced. I may as well wait till the end of the night. I'm in between races right now. I don't even know. I think I got, who do I got left? Race 11, race 14, and race 15. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm driving this horse in the 14th Derbyshire. Love of God, I drove this horse so bad on Sunday night. I mean, terrible. So I'm definitely going to probably be somewhere near the front with Derbyshire tonight. Anyway, our horses. Let's talk about our horses. We had a decent day. No winners. It's all over now. I just watched Freedom Hill race. You know, one of my partners said, I just, with the closed bridle, it's hard to take her off the gate. And could we check her to make sure that everything's all right? I mean, honestly, she's not a 54 trotter. She's a 56, 57 trotter. They went in 54 flat, and she had the 8-hole. It's really not that hard. It's not that hard for me to believe that she wouldn't race great. Listen, there's nothing wrong with having a 56, 57 trotter unless you're racing against 54, 55 trotters. So stay at Northfield, right? Hide her away. Try to race her as easy as possible. She still fits the great classes here. A little disappointed with her output her last start here. But not disappointed tonight. That's what she can do. She trotted 56 and 1 tonight. That's pretty much what she can do right now. My take, anyway. I'll wait to see what Kane said and what I think Lauren's down there tonight. Jason's actually back in Canada for a couple of days, so we'll see. We'll see what Kane has to say to Lauren. But I suspect she looked like she was on the left line a little bit, which is not really like her, so might be something bugging her a little bit. But like I said, I think 56 and a piece is pretty much where she can go. I guess I'll work my way backwards. Aunt Lily, I thought raced good. Should she have won? Yes, she should have won. She could have been second, but she wasn't a horrible third. Had to trot in 54 and a piece, which I think is pretty good considering that flat mile her last start. I thought she raced pretty good today, got away well, removed around a long shot in the first turn, and then did the smart thing, a really smart drive by Kane, not to put up a tussle, just let Brett go with Travel Nurse. And I thought Aunt Lily was a winner halfway down the lane, but really wasn't disappointed with her third. It was a bit of a kind of a, as they say, a ho-hum kind of race, but she raced okay. Lifting Legend, I thought raced good today out of the 9-hole. Followed through, avoided some breakers, did his work as best he could, and ended up trotting pretty well. Looked like a stiff enough Prospect Series, maybe, to me, but I guess maybe that's just me. I thought that Lifting Legend looked good and certainly looked like a trotter that was coming forward the entire mile. So summer still looks good for our boy Lifting Legend. Now to the two at Northfield. Head to Know, you can tell he's very immature. You know, somebody said, "Oh my God, he looks terrible." Hold the phone. Yes, he looks terrible, but what I saw is a horse that wanted to do his work. He could have run at 42 different times in the mile. Never offered to. Snagged a 3 or 4. I thought we were going to be placed 3 for a minute. Snagged a 4, 2-5 last half in a minute. I have to look at this giant animal and say, right attitude, good work ethic, maybe just a little too big for what we want him to do right now. So I'm going to ponder that tonight and think about it. Do we really want to run him down to Bucyrus, or do we just give the horse some time? Here's the thing. When we're looking at our horses, you see them now. I see them now. You're getting a good look under the hood. We all are. Some of them aren't ready to go, right? Some of them are just a little more immature than we'd like right now. But that's nature. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. We put the work in. For the horses that are still with us, for the most part, I don't see any issues with attitude. They're doing their work as well as they can. Some can just do it better than others right now. And when I look at Head to Know, work ethic was 100% active and on point tonight, but his gait failed him a little bit. I think his stifles are a little sloppy and a little big. He's a big boy. He's the biggest horse we have. His knees are probably still open a bit. I'm more apt to just say, pull the shoes off him. Kick him out in the field. Leave him alone for 6 weeks. And he'll come back a big giant. Now, I can't tell you how good he'll be. I can't tell you how good he'll be at the end of his 2-year-old season, at the start of his 3-year-old season when we bring him back in. I have no idea. But I know one thing. Good-looking horse. That gait has got to clean up. For sure it will as he matures. Big, strong colt with a great attitude. I want to see what he's going to be later on. And I think it makes all the sense in the world to give him time off. He's a Fearless Peter. I've seen this movie before, right? I told Aaron going to the gate, I said, oh, by the way, try not to be out wide in the last turn. I should have stipulated, I should have just left that open to both turns. He said he was 3 wide around the turn. Yeah, I was right there. I saw what he did. He just did typical Peter stuff. You got to score him down and have him ready to rock and make sure he's paying attention in the mile. And he qualified so well, and he was getting prepped for this race. And next week I said, just drive him however you want. I think he'll be fine. And then around the first turn, he's out 3 wide. He's kind of looking at that horse. Watch what he does. Watch what he does in the turn. He kind of leans into his head check and makes a break, and then kind of leans into again. Just a little ignorant, angry break is what it was. He just needs some heavy lifting put to him. He had it before he qualified, and he's going to have it again before he goes to Bucyrus next Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. A week from today, where am I at? Saturday, I'm at the Meadows. I'm at there, but I'm here first. Peter is going to go a little 1.5 miles on Saturday, and you can be sure before he heads to Bucyrus next week for his Buckeye that he will be on point when he goes there. Just a little heavy work. He just needs some work, this colt, to pay attention. He was so good in his qualifier, and you could see what he did tonight. Just watch the replay. Just Peter being Peter around the first turn, looking around, just looking to do something wrong, and got it done. Well, we'll see if we can silence the voices in his head for his next race. So then we had the 2 girls. It poured rain, and I mean poured rain all day long. I was a drowned cat all day long. And Melisandre, sure, listen, when your competitors are making mistakes, don't interrupt them. All right, Melisandre went out of there. Justin was nice enough, fed me the 3-hole. It looked like, it's pouring rain. Ronnie's horse looks like he swung to the pace down the backstretch. Out of the way. Now we're second. Justin gave me the hole and was going to go by me down the lane, and he made a break. All I was looking for is just one more break. I just need you to make a break, and we get a good lifetime mark on Melisandre. Alas, it didn't happen. But trotted in 55-4 in the mud, and I thought she raced really, really well. Definitely her best race of her life, and feels like she's just inching forward. Like every week, just a little bit better. And safe as a church today. Like I said last week, she just got jammed up. It made a break. And the star of the day, for sure, Aunt Lily raced great. Melisandre raced good. But for me, the star of the day was the first starter of the day, and that was Don't Ask Again. If I get her to... We took the Murphy blind off in the post break because she was just running out a little bit. I didn't like it, so we took it off. Now she was running in a bit coming out of the last turn. She doesn't even need that head pole, really. You probably just take it right off. If I had been able to get her off that head pole and attack halfway down the lane instead of later in the stretch, for sure. I shouldn't say for sure I win, but I give Mike a little bit of a scare. That filly was charging at the wire. I thought by far she only had 3 races, by far the best race, for sure it was, but vastly improved from even last week. So Don't Ask Again, 57-4, a good mile for her today. Nope, race is coming out soon. Don't Ask Again raced very, very good today. So Don't Ask Again, A+, looked great. Melisandre, best race of her life so far, I believe. I think that's fair. Had to know. Maybe just give the horse some time. He's a Fearless Peter. He's not getting any time. He's going to be working on Saturday, this fella. Lifting Legend was good today. Aunt Lily, very good. And Freedom Hill just did what she could. I know everybody's saying, well, I just think she's better than that. That's because you want her to be better than that. The reality is 56, 57 at Scioto, 58, 57, 58 here. It's pretty much what she can go. I'll wait, and I'm not going to say, I'll wait, talk to Lauren, talk to Kane. But my take on Freedom Hill watching the race was, you can say, well, she could have got closer. Horses don't like to be stretched the whole mile, non-stop. And they don't like chasing horses they can't catch. And after a while, they're like, you know what, you just go ahead. I'll sit back here. We need to race her in and keep her in where she can do well. That class here is very, very good for her. Again, there'll be Buckeyes come to Northfield, and she'll be good in the Buckeyes here. I just think Scioto's a little quick for her. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. There's spots to race her. I'm not too concerned. We have horses that are, we're having difficulties getting them in where they can do good. This particular filly is not one of those. We know exactly where she should go. So with that, one day out, another day, a big, big day for us tomorrow. The fillies start tomorrow. Stake racing tomorrow. Memento Mori, I'm going to race Memento Mori hard again. Well, I said that last week and I didn't because he was so well behaved last week. I would like to race him hard tomorrow. 3 Point Blue Chip. Lauren is coming over to drive 3 Point Blue Chip. She goes, I've never even trained him. What's he like? I said, he's an absolute kitten right now. 7 hole. Wish we were in a little closer. Just waiting to hear them call the race out. Steph's Hope in tomorrow. First start, maybe a hair short, but she trained good this week. I think she'll be fine. She's 8-1 morning line. Jolene Hall has been fantastic in 9-5. Thank you. That would be great. Nassau is going to make a second start for us. Swung to the pace last week. I know what he did. I think he'll be better tomorrow. I know exactly what I can't do and what I can do. He needs to be a little bit better. Dr. Mike said that he didn't find a whole lot with him this week. Back was a little tight. Feet were a little sore. I kind of knew that. So we'll see what happens tomorrow with Nassau. 10-1 is fair, but again, he started in 55 at Mohawk. I don't see why he can't be competitive down here at Scioto tomorrow. Aunt Sarah, another great shot with her tomorrow. 7-1 is way too high in this filly, coming off a 58 mile. I don't know who she's in with, but I suspect she'll trot 58 again at Scioto if she has to. Simply Chaotic is in the grassroots, 6-1, Jody Jameson, so good luck to them. Rose Run Bobby, Amy's coming back. Amy, Ollie won tonight. Their team held on and won tonight, 12-11 in Cambridge. Amy got off. They got off the field at 8:40, and Amy is on her way to Ohio. She's going to get home around 20 after 1 because she wants to come to Scioto and take care of Bobby tomorrow. So I'm not shocked, but the dedication for her. She could have come over tomorrow morning. She wants to come to the Meadows, see Maury. She wants to go to Scioto and see Bobby. It's a big day for us tomorrow. Lots of horses racing. 7 in Scioto. Judy's Money and Megan's Lucky Day are going to round it out. I went with Megan because I want to get her around. Who do we got? Brett Miller is going to drive Judy's Money. Both these fillies are very capable. Again, I don't know speed-wise what they can do. I suspect Megan will trot in 2 minutes tomorrow, maybe 59. Judy's Money around the same. Rose Run Bobby, 2-1 I'm looking for. Aunt Sarah will trot in 58 if she has to. Nassau, 56. Jolene Hall, 58, 59, I think, tomorrow. And Steph's Hope around 2 minutes, 2-1. We'll see if I'm close tomorrow. You can revisit this and see if I'm far off. But our best shots tomorrow come from Memento Mori, 3 Point Blue Chip, Jolene Hall, and Aunt Sarah. 4 horses that we have pretty good shots with tomorrow. Everybody else has got a shot, but those are horses I'll be watching very, very close tomorrow. On Friday, we get Arrowhead Hanover. What are his odds? 5-2. Mike Wilder is going to be driving Arrowhead Hanover. Manhattan Money, Tim Tetrick. Oh, he's not going to like this horse. This horse is going to give him fits. Captain Incredible is in 9-5 for the big captain. Millie Girl, 5-2. Maiden, Jesus, looking like a good day on Friday. Looks like money 5-1. It'd be a little better than 5-1, I think. Perfection Hanover and Perfect Thought. Not sure 8-1. Are you guys crazy? Not sure if we're gonna race her. We're waiting to see what her AST looks like. As I said, it was a little high on what day is today? Wednesday, on Monday afternoon. So Megan's been working diligently to get it down. I just don't know if she can. That will be a game time, a race day decision. And on Saturday we have Texan Soprano, and then we have the 5 Sire State courses. 4 Sire State courses. Tomboy Strong is racing, 5-1, going for 50. Emerald Tom, he caught Ronnie Gillespie's colt. Rock Shining Star at Mohawk, 10-1. They moved this horse up a class. This race office, I'm going to tell you what. Foxy Seaside, Ronnie Wren will be driving Foxy Seaside, 4-1. Supermind is 6-5, going for 50, and Uncle Danny 10-1. Give your head a shake. Uncle Danny will give them all they want. I know Aaron's horse is in there, but Uncle Danny was 4-1, going for 150 because he belonged in there. We did some work on him. We found some issues that were bothering him. Put the flip flops back on him. I think you're going to see the Uncle Danny we were expecting last week at least show up a little bit more on Saturday. Is that good enough? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll all find out together. A lot of stakes and a lot of racing going on over the next 72 hours. Good luck to everybody. I hope we all have luck heading into Sunday. But for right now, how many have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 on Thursday, 7 on Friday, and another 8 on Saturday. 25 horses coming your way, racing here at the stable over the next 72 hours. That was for me. I will talk to you all very soon. I hope you guys had a great day. It was a pretty good day. And I hope we have a much better next 3 days. A lot of racing going on. Take care.